It's 30% science fiction adventure, 20% political thriller, 50% family drama, but 100% Timothy Chalamet. Dune Part 2 comes out soon, so let's recap the first one, in case you missed it. We open on the desert planet Arrakis, the most important planet in the entire galaxy. Its sandy dunes naturally produce spice, a mystical drug that keeps navigators alert during space travel. It's basically like space coffee. I guess you could say they get it at Starbucks. The spice was being harvested by the Harkonnen, a highly influential family in, space politics. And they happen to be enemies with the Atreides, the family that our main character Paul, played by Timothy Chalamet, comes from. The Harkonnen ruled Arrakis with an iron fist.
I've never met Harkonnens before. I have. They're not human, they're brutal!
And oppressed its native people, the Fremen, who are characterized by their bright blue eyes. And if you ask me, it's giving. Fortunately for the Fremen, the Space Emperor forced the evil Harkonnen out and gave Arrakis to the Atreides. The Emperor was like, hey Harkonnen, the chief called. He said it ain't it. Alright, let's talk about our main man, Paul Atreides. This guy is busy AF. Alright, but he has to be. He has to spend all of his day training and learning and preparing to take over as Duke of the Atreides, just in case his dad, who's the current Duke, passes away. Foreshadowing. However, he started losing focus on his studies because he started having these steamy dreams about Zendaya. But I don't know, I can't blame him. I'll tell you that for sure. Me and Paul have a lot in common, right? Zendaya, call me. But apparently it's a pattern of his. He dreams things exactly as they happen, but he's never seen this Zendaya girl in his life. So a little different from my Zendaya dreams. But that's beside the point. He goes to talk to his mom about these dreams, but she tells him not to worry about it and don't think too much. Then he overhears her talking to the Bene Gesserit, a group of soothsaying sisters whose main goal is to gain power and influence, to try and steer humanity on a more enlightened path. Paul is part of this grand scheme, this big plan, and the Fremen think that he is the Messiah on Arrakis. Bene Gesserit, what? Paul is furious at his mom for never telling him these things.
Get off me! You did this to me! You Bene Gesserit made me a freak!
He had no idea he was part soothsayer. He didn't know he was about to become the Messiah. He doesn't even want to be Duke. Now he's gotta be the leader for an entire planet. And I thought I had a weird relationship with my mom. Now I know what you're thinking. The Atreides, they seem to have so much power. Air power, water power. They're missing one thing though.
Desert power.
Now that the Harkonnen have been forced out of Arrakis, it's time for Paul and his fam to swoop in. They land on Arrakis only to find all of their spice harvesting equipment is in ruins. They've been sabotaged by the Emperor. It turns out they've been set up. A bunch of soldiers come down from out of nowhere from all of these different places around the galaxy and start killing people on Arrakis, including Paul's father, the Duke. May he rest in peace. Which means it's time for Paul to step up to the plate and become Duke of Atreides. He meets Zendaya, the literal girl of his dreams. He uses some of that Duke Riz, if you know what I'm saying. And he decides to team up with the Fremen and take down the Emperor once and for all. What happens next? I don't know. Dune 2 in theaters March 1st. I can't believe I said space coffee. What the